So, at the Bangers, we love nature, we love trees, and do you know what's the best tree out there? A big bloody oak tree, and that's what these druids love as well. They love and respect this beautiful oak tree. This is, the start of their existence and everything they believe in. So this game is, you're going to be a bunch of sort of fledgling druid orders, and you're going to go to this, oak tree, and you're going to be paying respect, doing a whole bunch of things. You're going to be mixing potions, you're going to be sort of bringing these sort of mythical creatures in. It's going to be a whole bunch of stuff going in. So let's go check out this GameBrewer game. In the center of a vast but secret forest stands a mighty oak, a majestic tree that was already a sapling when the world was young. Like, it's getting me into it. It's getting me excited. So here's our first look at the board. Oh, that was quick. Anyway, let's quickly have a look at that video here. So that looks like a tree to me. Checks out. Okay, and there's our druids just doing druidy stuff, and beautiful oak there. So there's our board with the players, the druid player tokens there. So they're going to be your moot cards. We'll get to them a bit later on. Your individual player board. There are artifacts on the right that sort of spin around and upgrade, I guess. They're going to be your mythical creatures. And they're going to be your sort of, your temples and your shrines. And as you can see there, basically you have your druids, but you can upgrade them to elder druids. And the elder druids, there's 6 different types, and they're all going to have asymmetric abilities, which is a really cool sort of little twist on this sort of, standard worker placement Euro that we're sort of so used to now. There's your potions. Yep. Grab ingredients, make potions. Seems simple. Yep. Beautiful. That's going to be your round marker, so it's 5 rounds in oak. And there we go. That looks like a game to me. So let's stop that and let's have a look here. So we're goal reached in 6 or 7 hours there, 53,000 euros. So that's just a bit more for that for US. 24 days left to go. So one of the reasons I wanted to cover this game is GameBrewer. I'm a big fan. I got Stroganoff and Hippocrates just recently, and I can't wait to get those sort of opened up. I don't know, something about GameBrewers. I love the theme they just keep throwing at us with their games. So let's have a look here. Resource management, worker placement, asymmetric, set collection. Cool. Okay, there's our cover art. 1 to 4 players, 90 minutes, 12 plus. Delve into the wonderful worlds of druids in, oh god, I can't speak. A strategic board game for 1 to 4 players transports you to a magical world full of otherworld creatures, mysterious artifacts, and legendary locations. Mixes worker placement, hand management sprinkled with some asymmetrical powers. And there's those, again, now look at those sort of druids. And the 6 different types there. I think this one here's a bard. I can't remember any of the other types there. But that's really cool that you've just got these little slip-on little plastic bits that go over your meeple. And just, yeah, you're upgrading that particular meeple to an elder druid. So there's a good look at our player board. So, not the player board, the main game board. So what we have is the oak tree that sits right in the center of the table. And that's going to be your sort of centerpiece. And what you have is, you've got here, it's hard to see, but 3 branches going, one going up there, one going across. So it's 3 different branches, which basically equate to your 3 different, like your temples that you're sort of, worshipping. And you also have them with your moot cards as well. So there's one of them there, there's another one over there. So we'll get to the cards shortly. These are your meeples, they're going to be your passive meeples that just sit at the base of the tree for now. And there's your other one there. So there's your 3 sort of main temples, or I forget what the word is, but there's 3 main areas that you'll be sort of doing your worker placement. You'll be either going to those 3 spots, or you'll be going to the oak tree itself. And some ingredients there for mixing potions. And here we have 50 euros for the retail and 85 for the like. So we got a 35 euro difference here. What are your thoughts on the 2 different cover arts? I actually kind of really appreciate that it's unique and it's different, and when you buy it you're actually getting the deluxe. I really appreciate the 2 different types there. Yeah, just some nice pictures there, and you'll see the little plastic things that go over the top. Okay, what's in the box? So here we go. So we're looking at just a nicer box to begin with. You're going to get the insert. Player boards now, we've got a double-sided player board here. Now, I'm hoping, I can't tell from that, but I'm hoping that, say for example, the oak tree, there's different paths or something's different. Like, if they have it just as night and day, like, you know, something needs to be different. So whenever you do a dual board, at least give us some variety there. And look, you're just going to get that or silkscreen. And it's very minor silkscreen, so I'm not really too fussed on that. Here we go, double layered. Yep, so you're just getting twice the thickness in cardboard there. And I think it's going to be like that with all these boards, just twice the thickness. Now this is probably one area that a lot of people will appreciate is the wooden tokens versus just the cardboard tokens. And that's a pretty big, you know, a pretty big difference for a lot of people. Bag now says oak, the other one doesn't. Take it or leave it. And this one's sort of a bit rubbishy. Cardboard tokens for that versus, you know, the wooden pieces. I think the wooden's nicer. Of course the wooden's nicer. And same thing with the card limit markers there. This one, it's pretty butt ugly. Like, let's not beat around. Like, I get they're going for the laurel and sure, but that's an ugly first player marker. Okay, now let's have a look. 24 Elder Druid upgrades. So 6x4, maths checks out. So kids, stay in school. You would have known that. 6x4. Okay, so antlers, ravens, cape, satchel, instrument, gorget. Gorget. It's gorgeous. And there we go. Your artifacts, so they're your little round discs that sit on the right hand side of your playboard, and they sort of, again, they rotate around, and yeah, they do stuff. Look, I haven't actually seen it properly, but I know they do stuff. So there we go. And look, a whole bunch of more markers there. Great. You're getting components. Now these are a look at our moot cards here on the left. So again, you have these three sort of temples that you're worshipping. I can't even see what they are there, but yeah, it's three different things there. And basically these are your main bread and butter cards, and each one looks like they have an upgraded version of it. So what you have is at the top of the card, and we'll see if we can go down the bottom here. So at the top of the card, these are going to be your three sort of temples and sort of what you sort of pay to use that ability, or you right down the bottom, this bottom line here is what you're going to be doing and using that to go up the oak tree itself. On the right hand side is all your mythical creatures. Cool, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Here we go. So 85, look, it's on the expensive side. I'm not sure going through all those components. To me, it feels 85-ish. I would probably be more comfortable maybe with 75. Fine. Retail 50 euros. My gut feeling is GameBrewer always goes to retail, and quite often you're probably gonna get that a little bit cheaper. Well, you know, once you add in your postage, quite often my gut feeling is if we know they're going to retail, and I've already said they're going to retail, then wait for retail, wait for sort of sales, wait for you know just at least if nothing else, save on the postage. There we go, get some sleeves. And this is one thing the GameBrewer does. They have this subscriber thing. So it's an annual subscription. And what you do is, for that annual subscription, each GameBrewer game that comes out, I think it's like 4 or 5 games per year, what they do is they'll give you a 25% discount. So it's a pretty decent discount. So 50 euros down to 37.50 or 85 down to 63. So really good if you're a fan of GameBrewer like I am. Look, to be honest, I probably should have jumped on that. Here we go, how to play. So these are those, again, those moot cards there. Druids are sent to the temple matching the moot card you played and the resources you paid. And alternatively, you use the bottom section to go up the oak branch tree. So again, there's 3 separate paths, and you're going to go up based on the actual symbol that you did. So you're going to go up the feather branches there. Next, we got our mythical creatures. Now, thoughts on the artwork. Look, I don't mind it. It's quite pretty. It's quite elegant. Look, again, artwork's in the eye of the beholder. Like, I'm happy with it. I don't think it's the greatest thing ever, but look, it's nice, and it suits the theme that they're sort of going for. The whole artwork, just the theme is quite a nice. It's sort of all caught together as quite a nice collective. I think the artwork's been quite nice overall. And your shrines basically go up the top of your board, your mythical creatures will go to the bottom, and your artifacts will go down the right hand side. And here's a look at your artifacts here. So artifacts are special action spaces where you may send a druid to perform actions. And more look at those druids, and then you're also going to be able to cast potions there. And when they're in the oak tree, this marker is going to hit the solstice. Here we go. Druids in the oak will reap rewards when the sun reaches the solstice. Excellent. Rule book, Tabletopia, and videos, bulk videos. And actually it's pretty nice picture though. Appreciate that. And righto, a whole bunch of people there. So, as always, do your due diligence and go check out those videos yourself. Now, postage. This is normally a bit of a killer. Here we go. So, good if you're in Europe. Small known fact, my mum's Austrian and I wish we lived there because I would have got €5, except for that whole 25% VAT. That's, yeah, a real kick. Okay, anyway, let's have a look here. Australia 25, it's expensive. Like I said, if you're getting the retail, just wait for it to hit retail. Simple as that. The only way you would back this is if you're going for the deluxe version. And that's basically it. And about us, a whole bunch of people. So look, that is the campaign. What are your thoughts? Look, it is a standard Euro, but Euros are what I love. Euros. This is why I wanted to cover this game. Look, it's not going to have the the buzz of all those sort of other big names big names going on out there, but I really like what GameBrewers do. I really like the different themes they're putting into games. I really think that the components, everything just looks quite nice. The artwork, everything just works. Standard Euro, but I think there's going to be some nice little sort of mechanics, upgrading your workers, upgrading those druids to elder druids, and all having 6 different types of them. I think it's a really nice mechanic. Look, going up the branches of the oak tree. Look, I think it's a good game. So look, that's my initial opinions. Look, would I back it? Yeah, possibly if it was a little bit cheaper, a little bit expensive for my taste. And again, I would wait for retail because I know GameBrewers come out to Australia at retail and they're normally quite a decent price. So look, that's my opinions. Look, till next time, I'm Hoax. This is Board Game Bangers. Laters.